Guys, look who's here on the Roku Sports Channel on the Rich Eisen Show in Kansas City. Truly one of the best baseball players on planet Earth, and just only a couple years into his pro career, Bobby Witt Jr. from the Kansas City Royals is here. Good to see you, man. How are you?
Sir, great to be here. Great, thank you for having me.
Are you real? Again, I know you're humble, but do you realize how popular you are in this town, Bobby? Has it sunk in on you yet?
A little bit. Getting there. We went to the Chiefs game last night.
You did.
And so getting in and out it's getting more difficult. I've gone to probably 4 games now, and now getting noticed is more.
So you did go last night?
Yes, yeah.
So what'd you think? What'd you think, man?
I thought it was good for the Chiefs. Chiefs fan now, and so yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had I think there was probably 15 total Royals players that went to the game, and so we loved it. We enjoyed it.
Because Mahomes is a part owner of the team,
yes,
right?
yeah. He's kind of our boss in a way. So, but yeah, he's just a role model for Kansas City. So we're all supporting him.
Sure,
the Chiefs.
That makes sense. But so, how many times do you see Mahomes coming to Royals games?
He comes every once in a while. He'll come in the clubhouse. He threw out the first pitch last year, one of the games after they won the Super Bowl. They brought the trophy.
Was it a strike? Or
actually, Travis Kelce threw out the first pitch. They all came out. Actually caught it. Kelce threw a strike right down the middle, so redeemed himself from the pitch he threw before in Cleveland. So, yeah,
Kelce threw that one in Cleveland.
Yeah.
No good.
Yeah.
Did he throw heat? Did it pop your glove?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was a little bit of a cutter. It was good, right down the middle. So he was working on it in the cage. Him and Patrick. Patrick was kind of giving him some lessons how to throw and everything, and how Travis is. He was feeling himself, feeling good, and then threw a strike right down the middle.
Well, you and Patrick have something in common, not only in immense popularity here, but also sons of baseball players.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Pretty much. It's Bobby Witt Jr. is here on the Rich Eisen Show, and the perfect way for us to finish up our week here in Kansas City with one of the best baseball players in Major League Baseball. And I'm back on the Rich Eisen Show radio network, sitting at the Rich Eisen Show desk, furnished by Grainger, with supplies and solutions for every industry. Grainger has the right product for you. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. This man leads Major League Baseball in batting average, 30 homers, 97 runs batted in. The Royals taking on the Twins tonight, and they are in position to make the playoffs in a significant way in the American League. Bobby Witt Jr. is here on the Rich Eisen Show, and that's a worthy of a round of applause.
Yes, of course.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Now, in our Roku channel audience, that was just for the TV. Now we're one big a happy simulcast here. You said you were at the Chiefs game last night. How many Royals were there last night?
There was 4 with me in the suite we were in, and then there was kind of guys everywhere else.
Who was with you? Who was with you?
Me, Vinnie Pasquantino, MJ Melendez, and Kyle Isbell.
Okay. So some significant Kansas City Royals were all hanging out there.
Yeah, and then Salvi was a couple suites over, so we saw him waving at him.
You're waving at Salvi?
Yeah.
Okay. Where were you in relation to Taylor Swift?
I think she was lower than us.
Okay.
So I think she was down.
Have you gotten to meet the first?
I've just seen her. Like in person, which is kind of
from afar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do we get her to a Royals game? How do we do this, Bob?
I don't know. We win some more games, go deep in the playoffs. I think maybe.
That's how it'll work. So you said you're now a Chiefs fan.
Yeah. Well, kind of. So I grew up a Patriots fan. So.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
I think Bobby and I just became best friends.
BFFs? Is that a Brady thing? Is that what
my dad's from Massachusetts?
Okay.
So growing up, huge Patriots, Celtics, Bruins, Red Sox, so just loved them all. And then all the winning that went around it was pretty easy to root for. And then Brady was my guy. And then drafted in 2019, and then Mahomes was drafted a little bit before me. And then just kind of seeing what he's doing for the city and everything. Sure. My sister got me a Mahomes jersey for whenever it was in 2019. So I had that, and then just kind of became a fan. And they started winning, so I was like, all right, it's kind of easy transition. The Patriots are kind of like. And the Chiefs are going up a little bit, so I don't want to be a bandwagoner, but it kind of fit perfectly.
Well, you have to. Yeah. You have to be a Chiefs fan in this town.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm huge. Went to the Super Bowl in Arizona. Gone to probably 6 games now.
Okay. Huge, and again, Mahomes owns a piece of the Royals, so this is good for business, basically.
Oh yeah.
And here in Kansas City, folks are absolutely over the moon about what you're doing with the Royals right now. So my question for you is, what's your first baseball memory? Because you were born right around when your dad stopped playing, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
So when did you realize your dad was a ball player? When did that first happen for you? Do you remember?
I think it was just when I was, as far as I can remember, is just knowing that my dad in 2001 was his last year. He won a World Series, so just having that World Series ring, me seeing it, like putting it on when I was little and everything.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew, like, oh, this is a big deal, because there wasn't a whole lot of, there was video of him, but like it was kind of hard to go back in the archives. No offense to my dad and everything, but
Right.
yeah. So, but just and then just him always telling me the stories about the guys he played with and everything. And then when I started to understand that he was played for 16 years in the big leagues, I was like, wow, this is pretty special. I want to be able to do that. And so I just kind of always wanted to follow his footsteps in a way. But position player, he was a pitcher, so then that's
Right.
kind of how I kind of started my own little legacy.
And so, and your own little legacy, no question about it. When did you realize that you had a special gift for it, though, Bobby?
I never really. I always, like, in high school, middle school, I always played football and baseball. I wanted to go to University of Oklahoma to do both football and baseball. But
Like
then,
Kyler Murray?
Yeah, kind of like Kyler Murray, everything. Baker Mayfield was there and everything. So that's kind of was my dream. My parents went to Oklahoma. So then once I hit like high school, and then Texas high school football is pretty crazy. I played my first year, and then you wanted to do spring football, summer football camps. I'm like, man. And then I got an opportunity to play for Team USA and stuff. And then at that point, I was like, all right, baseball is a little bit a bigger deal than football. And so at that point, it was like, all right, now I want to get drafted. I committed to Oklahoma as a freshman in high school. So
Right.
I was like, all right, got that done. And now the next step is to play professional baseball. And so that was my goal. And so that's what I kind of worked for. And then so at that point, baseball was pretty much my life. And so, yeah.
What was your position in football? What were you
I was a receiver and cornerback. So I played kind of both ways. And then so, yeah, I did that.
yes. My God, this is amazing. You've heard of Bo Jackson, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he's worn your current uniform many different times. So, was your baseball coach basically saying, like, "What are you doing out there? Like, you're taking hits on Friday nights under the lights? Like, what are you doing?" Did
No,
that happen?
they were all good with it. It was more so like the opposite. My dad was like, "Really, you're quitting football?" Like he was kind of on to me about that, and I was like, "Yeah," like because it's just the team aspect of it. Like I never wanted to quit anything, and so that was probably one of the hardest decisions I ever made, just not playing football. And so once that happened, sophomore year, high school, and then just kind of the summer showcases started happening, and then getting noticed, being ranked this #1 player, whatever. And then so I was like, all right, it's all on paper. Now I got to go out and prove it that it's true. And so I just kind of worked for that, and just always wanted to kind of make family, friends, everyone proud. And so then I just kind of locked in on baseball.
Where did winning the home run derby in high school in Nationals Park hit? When did that happen?
Yeah, that was in 2018. So that was my junior year, going into my senior year summer.
How old were you then?
17,
16?
17 or 16, 17, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that was that summer, and so it was that summer was crazy. Just with, I think I ended up staying in my bed at home that summer for 10 days or something like that, and so it was just always traveling, the summer showcases, the All-American games, all this stuff. So it was a whirlwind, but it was a blast. And so at that point, my dad was like, "This is kind of not what minor league baseball, just traveling around, but this is kind of what it's like, staying in the hotels, waking up early, playing here, there, all different types of stadiums, playing against different people." So at that point, I was like, I love it. And so that was one of those things too. It was like that moment where I want to do this. I want to do this for my living.
Bobby Witt Jr. is here on the Rich Eisen Show, bona fide MVP candidate, and getting ready for what appears to be a big playoff season here for the Kansas City Royals. We had George Brett on the show, and I don't know if it filtered to you what he said, but I'd like to play for you what he said when he was on this program. Hit it.
We might have one of the best young players in baseball in Bobby Witt, and hopefully he'll be able to finish his career in Kansas City. He's something really special. This guy is the best young Royal player I've ever seen in my life.
No kidding.
Yeah, he is unbelievable. He's fun to watch. He's like Bo Jackson. I will never go to the bathroom, never turn my back, never get in a conversation when he's sitting. I watch.
So George Brett is holding it in, Bobby. What do you think of when you hear that? You see?
Yeah, it's truly an honor just being able to hear that from one of the greatest Royal of all time, one of the greatest hitters of all time. And so just being able to hear that, because he'll shoot you straight too. If you're not doing well, he'll tell you that too. And so being able to hear that and just those kind words is awesome.
Do you talk hitting with him? Again, I know he's one of the greatest left-handed hitters of all time, but do you talk hitting with George?
Yeah, definitely. He talks a lot of hitting with all the guys, but he has his philosophies, and now I feel like the game has changed a little bit around involved, but there's
Right.
also bits and pieces that's good for us too. He's really good about telling us just to hit the ball hard, not far, and
Right.
those home runs kind of happen not by accident, but they just happen just because you put a good swing on the ball, and the ball happens to go over the fence.
So how are you able to just maintain some level-headedness? Again, We just met. I'm picking up from you that you've got humility, you're humble, and you're kind of just taking it one swing at a time or whatever. Where do you find that from, Bobby?
Yeah, I think it just kind of comes from my family, just how I was raised. I have 3 older sisters, my parents, and then just my fiance has been great just for me and just try to keep me even keel throughout everything, because I know I'm in this spot. I got this opportunity that I have to play professional baseball in the big leagues that a lot of kids don't have the opportunity. So I just got to go out there and just take things day by day and just control what I can control through my process and enjoy every day.
Yeah. Where'd you meet your fiance? Here in town?
In Texas at high school. She was the softball shortstop, and so we kind of had that going for us, yeah.
Okay. So, what's her game like? I mean, what do you got?
She could good defense, could hit, and she went to college, played softball 4 years in Louisiana, so she did that, and now she's done playing. Now she's working out, kind of just doing her thing and personal training stuff, and so, yeah, she's been great for me, and she knows whenever, the good thing, she played softball, she's been around the game, and so she knows whenever things aren't going well to kind of give me some space when things are going good to kind of hype me up and stuff, and so she's got that down.
Is she also helping you hit sliders and stuff like that?
Yeah, sometimes. And she actually thrown BP to me a couple of times. We've hit together, and that didn't go well at the time, but yeah, so yeah.
What's her name?
Maggie.
Maggie, okay. Not to put any pressure, but, with her abilities and yours, Bobby Witt III is going to be awesome.
That's the goal.
Bobby 3 Sticks is going to be amazing.
3 sticks.
I like it.
Bobby Witt Jr. here on the Rich Eisen Show. Okay, so I'm talking to you, but I also see there's a friend of yours on the Rich Eisen Show green room couch over there here on the Roku Sports Channel. Is that who I think it is over there?
Yeah.
Would you want to introduce our fellow guest here on the program?
Vinnie Pasquantino, Royals first baseman.
Good to see you, Vinny. How are you?
Thank you. I'm great.
Okay. Now, do I see, Vinny, a New York Jets shirt on your body?
Yeah, the problem is that it's from 1981.
Dude!
AFC East.
That's legitimately a
probably the best time to be a Jets
40-year-old
fan.
shirt right there? Is that what you're saying?
43 years old, right, Sam? You did the math? Yeah.
Okay.
My wife just got it for me the other day, so I figured I'd rock it today.
Dude, so you're a Jet fan?
It's the only reason I found you.
What does that mean? What do you mean that you
I wanted
found?
some Jets information in my life when they weren't very good.
Okay. Which is
You
the last
provided
13
it,
years,
and
right?
And I wanted it to be realistic and not crazy New York fandom.
Okay.
So I found myself to L.A. and
All
watch your
right.
show.
So you take
talk
in,
about the Jets.
Are you so?
Yes, we do.
You found me.
Yeah.
And I found you now.
Yep, that's right.
So why do you like the Jets?
Because Vinnie Testaverde was the quarterback when I was growing up, and I said, that's my name. I don't know anybody. Man, ever since then, I've, been here now. So
Oh, man.
I don't really know any Jets fans. So
And how old are you right now?
how old am I?
Yeah, where were you born?
26.
26. Okay.
Yeah.
If only your name was Tom, man.
If my name was Tom, I'd be in a really good spot right now. Really good spot.
Oh, yeah. Bobby knows.
But I'm going to be in a really good spot this year, too. So
You're feeling it right now.
yeah. Come on. How could you not? I was hurt last year, so I was at the opening night game.
When Vinny was there.
I got a picture on my phone, met him on the sidelines. They brought me over and introduced me to him. But it was the anniversary of him tearing his Achilles, too.
I know. That's why I was wondering, why would they even have him there?
The worst part was that in the stadium there was no signal, so everybody's just glued to the blue tent. Like, what's happening? Nobody knows what's going on. There's too many people there, so you don't have signal on your phone. All of a sudden, you just kind of hear whispers of Achilles around the stadium. Like, no. But then we won.
So what happens, Bobby, when the Patriots play the Jets? What happens with?
There's some rivalries kind of back.
There's been some wagers thrown around the last few years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And do you make that this year, Bobby? Or are you confident?
I might need some points or something, but yeah.
See, this is what happens. You go for 2 decades where you don't lose. I never gave up any points.
You didn't?
Oh, come on.
Dude.
Come on. I believe in my team always.
On.
I have multiple tweets out there talking about Zach Wilson taking us to the Super Bowl. So
Have you erased those tweets?
probably.
Hold on, I'm looking those up.
This is amazing. Amazing. Jet fan Vinnie Pasquantino talking about the Vinnie Summit last year, the Pasquantino Testaverde Summit that happened last year, and you, Bobby Witt Jr. Is there a Royals fantasy football league?
Yes, you're speaking to the commissioner.
The commissioner.
Oh.
Of 2 of them, yeah, we've got a guillotine league as well.
Oh, you wanted to play a
I
guillotine.
wanted to do it.
So just so I'm aware,
Those are
'cause
deadly.
a guillotine league, are you in this one too,
Yes,
Bobby?
yes.
Okay, so if you finish last in the week, you're not only done, but all your players are thrown into the waiver wire. So there's a first and a second and a third round draft choice in somebody's fantasy league that's available on the waiver wire.
But by fab dollars. So, and every player costs at least $1. So at the end of the year, you could pick up players, but have $0 left, can't pick up anybody.
So you're in this. Who else is in this league?
I didn't even know.
Everybody.
Who else?
I didn't even know that.
There's, I think, what is it, 18 people?
18 people.
Yeah. So
It's an
every week.
18-team league?
Yeah,
One a
every
week. Until somebody's
Okay, for
left.
the guillotine. And then,
Yeah.
so then how many teams are in the
12 teams, and then some guys have 2 guys per team. And so I think there's probably
damn near the whole
Yeah.
roster. Look at this. So what's your team name?
the Goon Squad.
The Goon Squad.
Can you
Yeah.
tell the story of why it's the Goon Squad?
Yes, this is why we have teammates here, live on the Roku channel, sports channel. What do you got?
Yeah, so we were in Cleveland last week, and so it was like a rain delay, not a lot of fans there, and then all of a sudden I'm going to the plate, and you just hear, Bobby's a Goon. Like these 4 guys are just chanting Bobby's a Goon.
They were just ripping them.
Yeah, and so I think I struck out whenever
did.
they were saying that too. And then we had a rain delay that happened, and then we come back out, and I'm like, oh, they're gone. And then they're still there. There's probably 20 people in the stands, and these 4 dudes are still there. So
Still calling you a goon?
yeah,
Through the rain?
Yeah, they're still doing it. And then I think I ended up getting a hit that at bat or something, and we end up winning the game and stuff. And so like we were just kind of joking in the dugout and stuff after, like what are they saying? And then so I was just like, all right, make it the Goon Squad, kind of.
So that's why you're the Goon Squad?
Yeah.
All right. What's your team name, Vinny?
Easy Breezy.
Why is that?
Brees Hall, that's why.
Oh, did you get him?
Of course. Of course. And I get bought every year. Somebody will offer me like Garrett Wilson or something, and I take him for a ridiculous price.
You are a diehard Jet fan.
Yeah.
Dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
You and I, man.
Vinny,
I
Rich
know.
could have had Garrett Wilson in our draft.
Yes,
but
he didn't take him,
passed
Vinny.
on him.
Well, you know, there's a piece of it where it's you don't want to draft your own players because it's heartbreaking when they don't get it done on the field and on your fantasy team. It's tough.
Well, I'm just going to come out and say the reason why I didn't take him. Okay, I'm
Whatever you got to tell yourself.
I don't care. I mean, because this shows that I'm a lead pipe wielding professional with what I do. For
He
a
wields
living.
lead pipes, Vinny.
I am an NFL Network announcer for the game Jets and Vikings. I will be on, and I don't want any Jets on my team.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go straight down the line. I'm calling the action straight up, and also I'm twice your age, dude, and I wear the emotional scars. Can you see them? 55 years of emotional scars. I was a 3-month-old embryo when the Jets won their 1 Super Bowl championship.
So you were at least
You're right.
doing
Now I
something.
look at you. I look at you, and I see bright-eyed, optimism, and it's
Thank you.
inspiring, Vinny. You inspire me. But deep down, I'm a hollow shell of a man. You understand?
When it comes to the Jets.
I'm getting there. I mean, if this year goes bad too, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen.
I mean, I wish Easy Breezy good luck.
Thank you.
On that front. Who's won? Have you won the league ever?
No.
Bobby?
Tell them where you finished last year, Bob.
It was,
Oh
it was
gosh.
Vinny and then me, the bottom, last year.
You finished DFL?
Yeah, last.
What's the penalty for that?
We had no penalty, which was good last year. And so
The penalty is you lose money.
No, I understand that, but
You just get to wear that.
Commissioner Vinny, it's usually more than that. Like didn't I see this year someone on the Blue Jays had to be a bat boy
Yeah.
because they lost? Am I right? Did I see that?
Yeah, that was
Someone was a
one.
bat boy for a day because they finished last in the,
Yeah.
in the Blue Jays fantasy football league.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
they
popular
talked-
one
they
is
talked
like the
about that.
24 hours at Waffle House.
Yeah.
Like that's super popular now.
I've
Yeah,
seen some good ones.
They talked about us having to do like you sit out in spring training and you have to sign autographs throughout a whole spring training game or something.
Yes,
And
sir.
you can't say no. You can sign. You have to sign for an hour straight, whatever people want you to sign.
So
All right.
we don't know what it's going to be, but
Okay. Well, good luck to the Goons.
Thank you.
Who's on the Goon squad?
Jordan Love tonight got him quarterback.
Okay.
Him and Jaden Reed.
Oh, so you're doubling up. Very
Yeah.
good. Interesting. Good.
And then
Good style.
Bijan Robinson was my first pick, so I was right after Vinny.
Okay.
And then I don't even really know. I had the Chiefs defense last night and Pacheco last night. So
Okay.
decent little game.
Okay.
So yeah, I had Mark Andrews too. So I was like rooting for him not to have a good game, but not to have a good game. So I wish that tight ends were kind of swapped last night.
Understood.
But yeah.
I got you. You could have gotten the likely, bonanza and the Chiefs win.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And any Tommy Pham, Jock Peterson moments in your fantasy base?
But Tommy Pham is in our guillotine league. So
Tommy Pham is on the team. Yeah,
he's on the
No,
board.
I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
I mean,
he told me to set a timer yesterday or 2 days ago during the draft. I set a timer immediately.
No one's getting slapped out there.
There was no question.
what Tommy says goes.
I'm gonna go ahead and set it.
Are the waiver wire was that
he
what it
wants.
was? Was it
Yeah.
like an IR situation that he and Jock had a problem with? He accused Jock of stashing.
Stashing.
No
Yeah.
clue, and I'm not asking. Our rules are laid out. They're set. As far as I know, we're good to go.
Good for you. Good for you. Boy, being in a fantasy football league with Tommy Pham, that is
It's exciting.
it's on the edge. You're living
And
on
he's
the
playing
edge.
good too. Hit a homer the other night. Fantasy football season's around the corner. You know, Tommy Pham gets hot. You know.
That's right. That's right.
Before I let you go, Bobby Witt. By the way, Vinny, it's you're a delight to meet. And so there's a home run that you hit recently that I just want to ask you about. We've got a still of it right here. I have no idea how you hit a home run from that ball being. I mean, that's what, a good 3 inches above the zone right there, 4
Yeah.
feet off the ground. How did you do
I was
that?
just kind of looking for a fastball, and then I saw it, and I know it was a little up in the zone, but I was able to kind of get the bat there, I guess, the barrel to the ball. That's the point of the game, just get the barrel on the ball and let it go.
Have you ever hit a ball that high out of the park? Is that
Maybe
a
in
first?
high school, not in pro ball, I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe in the home run derby, too. I think there was one up there, too.
Dude. So, what would it mean, do you think, to bring another World Series championship to this town for you to do it right now?
That's the goal. That's why I kind of signed the extension here. That's why I'm here, and so that's the ultimate goal and everything. Like, you can put all the stats away. That's why I played this game, is just to win a World Series.
Because that's what team sports in popular towns usually, as this masshole to my right will tell you, not to call your dad that, but when Brady and the Patriots started winning, the Celtics won, and then the Bruins won, and then it just kept on cascading. The Red Sox started breaking their streak. I'm wondering, do you think about that, watching the Chiefs doing what they're doing?
100%. That's why, go to the game last night. You see the buzz in the crowd for the opening night, and there's we want to bring that to Kaufman. We want to do that, and we hear about 2014, 2015 all the time. We want to kind of start our own legacy here in Kansas City, and the Chiefs are doing it. We want to follow their footsteps, and so that's really the goal, and we want to do that, and we want to do that soon.
Can't thank you enough for taking the time. I know you guys have a big game tonight against the Twins. Thanks for coming here. I greatly appreciate it. You said Vinny was telling you to do this show today, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Look at us, man. You and I, we're never going to be separated again. We're now.
Thank you.
We're now. I found new friends.
Well, it seems like we have now a weekly Jets correspondent.
You wanna?
I mean, don't tempt me with a good time.
Good time, huh? Okay, we'll do that. I'm happy to. I will offload
Tuesdays with Vinny.
Tuesdays with Vinny.
You know what I mean?
Could follow Overreaction Monday with Tuesdays with me.
There you go,
Now we're talking.
dude. You're a consumer of the Rich Eisen Show over there. You're not joking.
I like to.
What? Go ahead.
I like to watch YouTube when I eat.
Cool.
And you've seen me, I eat quite a bit. So I'm locked into YouTube quite a bit.
We're a known digestive,
Yeah, thank you. I agree.
by the way.
How's the thumb, Vinny?
It's good. It's good. We're gonna find out more today.
Okay.
But we got the cast off, so we're moving in the right direction.
Nice.
Let's go.
Nice.
Well, in the meantime, just make sure that you're healthy for the playoffs, and one way to do it is make sure Tommy Pham's happy in this fantasy.
You
league.
said it.
You said
You know what I mean?
He's legitimately scared of Tommy Pham. Look at his eyes. He's like, yes, whatever.
He's a smart guy.
Whatever, Mr. Pham.
Bobby Witt Jr., what a pleasure to meet you. Let's hope
Thank you, guys.
you're welcome back here anytime.
Awesome.
Vinnie Pasquantino, you are as welcome here as well, sir.
Got
Good
to
to see you.
stop in studio next time you're in LA. Then.
Absolutely.
Please do so. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.